How do you feel about yourself is a really loaded question, right? Because confidence is your belief in your ability to do something. And frequently people have very high self-confidence, but self-esteem is how you really feel about yourself. Honestly, I think there's an epidemic of low self-esteem in this country anyway. I get a lot of clients that come to me who really are struggling with their self-esteem, and then therefore their relationships aren't working out, or they're in another breakup, having it not lasted. How you feel about yourself really dictates a lot of things in your life. You know, like Michael Jackson had that song, The Man in the Mirror, right? That's what I'm talking about. When you look in the mirror, are you kind to yourself? Your internal dialogue is so important. You are what you think you are. If you're saying really mean and nasty things to yourself, that's what you're projecting on the outside. You would never say to the person you love or your family or your friends some of the horrible things that you say about yourself, right? You look in the mirror and you're like, oh my God, I'm fat, or oh, my hair looks terrible, or you know, I've got a pimple, or whatever it is that you're saying. Or maybe you just don't like the way you look, period, and you're trying to do all sorts of plastic surgery to change that, which I am all for. If you really dislike something and you can change it comfortably, then yeah, go ahead and change that. But if you can't, find a way to embrace it, because you know, beauty really is in the eye of the beholder. I don't say that to be like just general, but if you genuinely believe that you're beautiful, affirmations are very helpful, right? Like if you on a daily basis write them out and say them out loud, I am beautiful, because everybody on the face of this earth is beautiful. What you define as beautiful. And thankfully the media is doing their best to really change that, right? Like model, classic, you know, they're not airbrushing pictures anymore, or airbrush, now it's digital, right? Like they just zap it with Photoshop, right? So, you know, I was in a CVS shopping the other day and I heard them like doing an announcement that's saying they're not retouching their pictures anymore, that all of their models are going to be natural. And I thought, that's a great idea. And it's partly where the idea for this video came from, because it's so important what you think about yourself. And when you're comparing yourself to other people, that's really difficult to feel good about yourself. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Every person on the face of this earth, even identical twins, are different in some way. You need to really be proud of how you're different. Whatever it is that you think you are, be careful what you say to yourself. Your internal dialogue really drives how you present yourself and how you feel about yourself and your self-esteem. Make sure that the things you're saying to yourself are really nice, right? And complimentary. And you can develop your own little inner cheerleaders. If you do say something about yourself that's really negative, try to catch yourself and give yourself a little pep talk and be like, that's not true. Actually, no, I didn't mean to do that, but it's like, you know, we all make mistakes, no big deal, right? Like, be kind to yourself the way you would to another person. Like the whole concept of an inner child, you certainly wouldn't be mean to a child. So if you have to envision yourself as that child to say nice things, then that's a really helpful tool. I'm just asking you to be really conscious about what you think about yourself. Don't allow yourself to be mean or toxic in the things that you say to yourself, because you are what you think you are. We can think whatever it is that we choose, right? Our thoughts create our feelings. Use your thoughts to feel really good about yourself. You get to choose what you think. Why would you choose to think something that's negative? Choose to think something that makes you feel great about yourself. And that's the energy that you'll portray to everybody else. I'm Donna Barnes. If you need someone to talk to, click the link up here and sign up for private coaching with me.